from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Ben Roethlisberger and the Indianapolis Colts taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Cincinnati Bengals.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man back from an elbow injury that sidelined him for the majority of 2019. At 38 years of age, it's Ben Roethlisberger.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Roethlisberger. Screen play, Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's good.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
He's across midfield.
He was brought down there by Will Parks.
A gain of 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. The numbers for Brown from a week ago: 8 catches, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. 12 yards there and a first down. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Bengals nothing.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the 2nd quarterback chosen back in April from Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-0, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And he is going to recover his own fumble, but boy, a big loss on this play. Wow. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Buying time to his left. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll get 3 up to midfield. North of 100 yards, the two scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 31 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And it's 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there. And
you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players.
Throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
They'll take over.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
7 at the 28.
Johnson. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Duke Johnson, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he'll find Akins there, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
11-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Pulled out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays that give themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
And 5 yards.
Flushed out right. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Tua now on 1st down. Open man is Ross, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That is caught at the 7. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
17.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, it's off to Jacksonville to see what's going on with the Jags. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. The Lions trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Mike Williams, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. at their own.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there, just like last play.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Cincinnati.
Tua now on first down. His throw incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. The first down carry here for Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9. brings up 2nd and 1.
They go to Johnson again. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 23.
That's good for a Colts.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Taken down behind
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 33-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
This will be caught at about the 6. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bengals 1-yard line.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
16 yards.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jannard Avery. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
That's another Colts first down.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Again, it's Johnson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot. And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Johnson.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. And I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Rager on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now,
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
4th down.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Got a man open, it's Ross. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. And, boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
25-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cincinnati, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.